Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures on today, the 4th of May, also known as Star Wars Day. Okay, we have the Star Wars Day, Cassian Andor and K2SO. Been wanting this kit for a while. I've seen some beautiful paint jobs for it, so I'm going to take this as my opportunity to do that. We're going to have a look at this kit right here. So let's do an unboxing. Okay, on the back. Got a couple of, first off, we've got all of the command cards and points and stuff like that. We got two miniatures. We got Cassian and K2SO right there. We got a couple of different build options for them, different weapon loadouts. That's all there is. I don't currently play this game. I do have some Star Wars Legion miniatures, mostly, well, entirely of the Rebel Alliance currently. I was hoping to build a Echo Base Defenders Force at some point, but got sidetracked. I suppose we'll get around to it at some point. And we'll have a look at this right now, shall we? Okay. That is the box. Cards, instructions, bases, miniatures. That's it. Okay, let's look at these one by one and then see if we can get around to building them at some point. Got a couple of bases here. Very... very basic, hilarious. Hilarious joke, obviously. Right. Couple of bases. Good. Don't want those going anywhere, so don't really need to go into that a huge amount. Let's have a look at the build instructions. I've already decided, just going on looks, I'm going to go with the sniper rifle Cassian has and the Jin's blaster for K2SO. Right there, sorry about the reflected light. Should be, it says use super glue or plastic glue. Here's the Cassian miniature. He's got two different blasters. Compact blaster, a pistol, the pistol config of the sniper rifle. So I'm just going to build the sniper rifle build because frankly I think it looks cooler. That's all I care about. And you've got some new rules here to go along with these kits. I believe you have to take K2SO with Cassian. You can't take him on his own, which is, I don't know. Guess it makes sense. Have a look at, this bag is incredibly tight. All right, let's make a butchery of these, shall we? Okay, so we got some markers right here. You got proof of purchase as well, very important. Yeah, you got some markers here, points and things. I don't entirely know exactly what they are. No doubt people in the comments below when they're smashing that subscribe button will tell me exactly what these are. Got some rebel icons, blast markers I assume, and various other things to play the game. And we got the cards here. We've got, keep forgetting every time I've only purchased these a couple of times, that these cards are really kind of small, unsurprisingly. We got the pistol config, and where's we got the two, we got a blaster, Jin's blaster right here, the pistol config of the sniper rifle, offensive push, hunter, duck and cover, Overwatch, grappling hooks, recon intel, HQ uplink. I was under the impression, unless... Aha. Okay, there we go. So this pistol config right there, and on the reverse side you get the sniper config, which is very snazzy. Anything on the reverse side for the Jin's blaster? No. A very quick look. No, these are all... Just checking. Shows how adept I am with this game. You got crack shot. Cassian gets the gunslinger aim token. Cassian, Andor, and one trooper get last stand. They gain indomitable and gains one aim, one dodge, or one suppression token for each wound token the unit has up to 3. Volunteer mission. Cassian, Andor, and 2 troopers. That unit recovers, gains danger sense 1, and may gain 1 suppression token. These, I'm just literally reading these because I have no idea exactly what they mean. Got a vague gist. K2SO gains Guardian 4 at the end of K2SO's activation. You may choose another friendly insignia thing unit at range 1 and in line of sight. If you do, defeat K2SO, enemy units not performed range attacks against the chosen unit until the end of this round. Okay. Kind of sort of makes sense. Cassian Andor's card right here. You got Covert Ops, Danger Sense 3, Loadout, Marksman, Tactical 1. And also, what's on the back? Weapon keyword is Pierce 1. Okie dokie. K2SO, calculate odds. Choose a friendly trooper unit at range 1 and in line of sight. It gains 1 aim, 1 dodge, and 1 suppression token. Armor 1. Attachment, Cassian Andor, so you have to run him with Cassian. Incognito. Enemy units beyond range 1 cannot attack you unless you have attacked, defended against an enemy attack, or performed an objective card action. He could maybe just stroll around and do nothing in plain sight. Beyond range 1. Maybe. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. Armed with massive strength, quick reflexes, and a biting, sarcastic wit, this reprogrammed KX series security droid was a valuable ally to Captain Cassian Andor. While K2SO may have lacked in manners, he more than made up for with his skills in infiltration and tactical analysis. Even in dire situations with desperate odds, K2SO always did his utmost for the cause of the rebellion, if only because Cassian said he had to. Well, that makes sense. Nice little illustration. Wish I could illustrate. Terrible. Cassian Andor's crack shot gains gunslinger and 1 aim token. Nope, we've already gone around to that, so we can just ignore those now. Plonk these to the side. Let's have a look at, while I'm here, mostly. I'm going to keep these kits and maybe be able to play a game sometime this century. Okay, so here we go. Here is the kit. As you can see, it's going to be quite an easy build, hopefully. I'm just going to test the glue ever so quickly because I did build Luke Skywalker before and the glue situation was a bit weird. So I'm just going to double check. It does say super glue or plastic glue. I do have both. So we have the right materials, but I prefer to use plastic glue if possible. But I'm just going to double check that. So we're just going to do a quick transition and I'll be right back. Here is the plastic sprue. Very simple. We got some clippers, we got a knife, and we have some glue, extra thin cement. I did take a minute break just to double check because I have glued some plastics together and they've been very weird. And it's been a long time since I've built a Star Wars Legion miniature, so I thought better be safe than sorry. I just took a bit of sprue off, chopped a bit of the frame off and glued it together just to double check, and all is fantastic. So let us build. Okay, we're going to build Cassian with the sniper rifle right there, and we're going to build K2SO with Jin's blaster right there. Here are the instructions. K2SO, torso, very simple, back and front, head, blaster, and he's got a frag grenade option, which I will probably do rather than the empty hand. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I'd rather have it than not have it, I guess, is the general rule of that one. So let's just get stuck straight into it. So off as quick as possible. We might have to fast forward some bits. I certainly don't want to be dragging things on any longer than they need to be. I think we'll be okay. Just double checking. No doubt we'll have some seam lines to clear up. It looks like a pretty clean kit from the looks of things. I just scrape the plastic with the side of the blade. Been doing that for about 30 years now, so I'm just stuck in my ways. Right, let us get this bad boy stuck together. I like to be doubly sure, so what we are going to do is we're going to flood that just to be on the safe side. Let that glue get drawn in there by I almost said osmosis. Almost said osmosis. Thankfully I didn't. There is a word, and I've right now my brain, too early in the morning, it's completely forgotten it. I'm going to wait for that glue just to do its business. Have a look at the arms. So the blaster arm. Seam lines don't look to be horrific on this kit. Unless... Right, seam lines look to be pretty good, actually. So I'm happy about that. So this is a bit of a test video. Just for the size of these files that these generate, I don't know exactly how many build videos we're going to be able to do. Hopefully it will be a bunch of them, but for the more intricate kits, which take longer, I'm going to have to do multiple recordings because I'm recording in 4K at the moment. And turns out I'm actually running out of space on my phone. And then we can attach his head. There was a tiny bit of sprue attached there in which we have removed, so it should be able to go in. I had to double check we're still on camera. And then we attach him to his base right here. I'm going to use a decent amount of glue because he's quite spindly. I don't really know what we're going to do basing wise. Like, if I do these for Hoth defenders, echo base defenders, we're going to go with the snowy base. Or is he going to go a bit more jungly? Who knows? I certainly don't know. So that is that kit. We'll get them both up at the end. I'll get probably a picture of them and post them on screen as I'm gibbering away. So Cassian, let's have a double check of his instructions. So he has got 2 gun options. Well, technically 2 gun options. There's a different configuration of the AO6. Sorry, the what is it? Sorry, the A280 turns into from a sniper into a pistol and vice versa. So depending on which version, you have a different arm to go with it. We're doing AO4, so that requires that arm there. If that makes any sense. So those 2 arms are done, and we got head goes in, and then there's the front, main torso, and the backpack. Hopefully we can do this without having any major disasters. As I said before, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of seam lines or anything like that. Kit is nice and clean from what I can tell. We do obviously there's a tiny bit of cleanup to do, but use a good pair of clippers. You can remove these things quite nicely and not have too much to tidy up. And the plastic is, I'd say, just soft enough to clean up really quite quickly, too smoothly. I was looking at the profile on the back and I was thinking, that doesn't look quite right. It looks like it's upside down. It looks like this roll should be towards his posterior, his backside. And lo and behold, I was right. It was indeed glued together upside down. So that, I'm hoping that was my one build mistake for today. And there shall be no more. I suppose only time will tell. I'm going to cross my fingers though. So we do need the AO5, sort of the arm bit without the hand, and we need the sniper rifle. I'm going to see if I can take a very quick photo of these bits lined up though. So we need the sniper rifle and this bit of arm. In fact, I'm going to take his head off as well at the same time. You might be wondering why I'm taking a photo. It's a very good question. I have started doing a blog over at gloriousminiatures.com. So do go and check it out. There's a newsletter to sign up to. Do give that a tickle, because being on that newsletter is the only way to get your name put into any giveaways that I do. I don't do giveaways all the time. I gave away my ticket to Warhammer Fest last month, and that was only open to people who are already on my newsletter. I don't send spam. You get a once a month like email roundup of all my blog posts that I've done through the month. My top 3 YouTube videos currently, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to attach them to his base like so. Apply some downward pressure. So yeah, I do believe that I'm going to paint his head separately. I might just blue tack it in for the photo, as I said. But that is it. That kit has gone together remarkably quickly. I'm really looking forward to painting these 2. Then this K2SO is sort of nice and open. He's not Unlike this miniature, it doesn't have something across his chest, so it should be quite fun to put in some battle damage and stuff like that. And Cassian, I'm just looking forward to painting anyway. Got a bunch of different textures going on. He's got his armor, he's got his fluffy coat, he's got his jacket. Fluffy coat, but I mean the fluffy collar. Some skin to paint. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to painting these up. I will do a separate video for them. I don't know if I imagine I will do a separate video for Cassian and a separate video for K2SO, unless I somehow make them ridiculously short. I don't quite see how I can do that, because I always end up waffling along.
Well done. You're a rebel now.
So yeah, that is with his head loosely placed in there. Lovely stuff. Anyway, that's all I got to say for this one. Thank you very much for watching along, folks. Happy Star Wars Day and all that jazz. If you've liked what you've seen, I'm going to try and start doing a few more unboxings again and building videos where possible, as long as my camera is behaving itself. So if you would like to see more of those, thumbs up. Make sure you've smashed that subscribe button, hit the bell for notification, done all of the YouTube stuff, which helps the cursed algorithm. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.